There's many out there, and this is another good one. I've tied a few over the last month or so, and at the beginning of the season, and if you're fishing here in the UK or in Ireland, this is another nice fly to tie. Now I'm tying it on this is a Kamasan, it's a B160. Now it's a size 12, but basically what it is, you'll find the shank length is equivalent to a 14, it's a gape is equivalent to a size 12. So that'll give you this idea of the size of the hook itself. Thread, I'm just going to use a uni thread, 8/0 in black. You could use a UTC, which may be better, it's slightly flatter, but I'm just going to use the uni. And we start, thread at the eye. Just going to work my way down. Just before it goes round the bend, remove the waste piece. And then I want to take the thread down to this point here, just slightly by the barb. Now I've got a flat tinsel. It's a flat tinsel rib. This is a small. It's going to form a small tag. Now I'm looking for at least 2 to 3 turns. 3 turns I would think is ideal. Now it does pay to secure this a bit better. Tiny bit of super glue there. And then form the small tag. One turn in front of the other and onto the super glue. There we go. Cross your thread. Just be careful. The tinsel can break your thread, so it can. If you're going to use just a miler, then it's okay. Trim it the length of the body. Now what I'm going to do is tidy up, and it means going up and then coming back down. This one we'll be tying in the thorax at that point there. And the way back down, we'll be tying a small silver wire. Just going to bring it down, so you catch this on the edge. Wind it down the body. Onto the top, just in line with the tag at this point, just tidying that area up. And again, using the thread as the floss of the body, just make sure it's reasonably even. There. Then the rib. Have them quite close, don't put them too far apart. Yeah. There's 4 turns anyway. And then basically make sure it's secure. Go down with 3 or 4 turns and come back up. Bend and break away. And yeah, that's your body. And your tag looks okay. Now I've got some, this is some dyed hot orange seals fur, and what I've done, I've mixed it some SLF dyed hot orange as well. And all you need is a wee drop. It's not a lot. Because when you split the thorax slightly, just dye that on. You want to be able to see the dubbing. Just going to draw this back. Don't want to hide it too much. Then I'm going to put in some wings. And the wings are just this is a Chinese cock neck. It's a white cream colour. Use these small hackle points here for the wings. Take 2 off. Be careful when you're doing it. There we go. Obviously want 2 the same length. Just get them to sit right. There we are. One either side and just to the back of the hook, nothing any further. I'll check the length. Just hold the wing on the sides, come round with a couple of loose turns. See how they're going to sit. Just split away, there you go. And then we're going to tighten up. Just make sure you wax on your thread at this point and make sure it's well tied in. And then we can trim away the excess. There we go. Just going to take the thread down and tidy up that area, come back up. There we are. See how what happens is the tiny bit of seals for this helps separate these wings. And then another wee bit of seals for in front. So basically what you're doing is putting the wing in the middle of the thorax. You can draw back any fibres going forward. At this point it's always best to check. You can go back at this point, and if you feel your dressing is just slightly too heavy, you can always take away some of the fur. There we are. Let me finish off with a black hen neck. Now, let's check the length. Fibre length can be short or long, it's up to yourself. It does work both ways. I've caught fishing quite a long fibre on a fly like this as much as a short. So anyway, the fish decide at the end of the day. You'll get a preference. Now I'm going to tie it in by the tip. There we go. Just offer it with the good side of the front of the hackle to yourself. Come down 2 or 3 turns, fold back the tip. There's quite a wee fibre there. Just go back. Keeping the thread tight, I can break away. Tip of the hackle. And then we can come in here and get a couple of turns at the most in here. So there's a full one there. Go into my second. And there we go. Happy with that. Just come across. By a 90-degree bend into the hackle. If you look closely there, you'll see that I've drawn the fibres out and away from the stem so that the thread can get in. And I'm not trapping in any excess bulk. For security or for strength, you can draw everything back at this point. Form a small head. Keeping the thread tight. Just ignore everything at this point. And then, when I finish, keeping the thread tight, I can break that off. And there we are. This is a cracking wee DuckFly pattern. Nice, easy to tie. You can change it slightly, you can put on a different hook as well, but I think it suits that really well. And then all I have to do is finish off with a couple of coats of varnish.